Hi, this is Kanishka Ramchandani, the editor of Professional Beauty Hair Research Journal, and we are on our fourth panel at Salon Management Conference Roundtable in Kolkata. This panel, we look at the new services and innovations that are happening in salons in the east of India. And joining me for this panel are my esteemed speakers for today. Hi Beverly, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
So Beverly is the owner of La Maison Salon, and we'll be hearing a lot more from her in the days to come. Next we have Sumit with us, who comes to us from Kaizo Academy and Professional Salon, and Shakir Sattar, who is the founding member of Cerise Salon. Am I pronouncing it right? Cerise Hair Salon. Right. So thank you so much for joining me today, and we are going to talk about new services and innovations. Throughout the day, we have been having discussions on various aspects of the salon business, and finally, we are arriving at a very crucial question on what are the new innovations in the industry all about. So, starting from Beverly, I would like to understand from you. When you say new services, what springs to your mind?
Uh, Before clients, when they would come to us,
Yeah.
the basic things would be a head to toe complete package. Okay,
Right.
so they would want to do hair, they would want to do manicures and pedicures and facials, which is the most basic things that people would do. But now things have changed. They want something like scalp treatments now, which is very important for hair growth. So basically, just doing your hair is not going to work anymore. It's also scalp treatment. It's scalp treatments. I'm talking about even facials where they want to use more of authentic, let's say, let's put it this way, no kind of preservatives,
Right.
no chemicals. They want to try everything that has, not been tested on animals.
Right.
Those
So
that's
sustainable, cruelty-free,
cruelty free completely. So basically, that is what they are looking for at the moment. Another thing in the industry which is booming at the moment, okay, is artificial, in the sense like nails, okay, hair extensions. All right, yeah, so these are the things which is really booming at the moment.
Yeah.
And I think that every salon should, put their hands into that right now. If they, from for next 5 or 6 years, if you want to see like proper business boom in your own company or in your own salon. So these are things you have to touch on at the moment. So these are the innovative things that you have to do. And the last point which I would like to discuss on is AI.
Okay.
Like, giving you a small example, in Korea, South Korea, or in Morocco, they use AI based tools. Okay, it's features. They put you on the screen and they check your skincare. They put you on the screen, they check your scalp, your hair. All right. They even check to see what kind of hairstyle or what kind of makeup would suit you on an AI based tool, and then based on that you can choose what you want for the future.
Yes.
So that's the other thing that I would suggest, introducing in every salon. And I know it's going to take time, but it will be there.
It is happening.
It is
will-
happening, but it will
Yeah.
take time for places like Kolkata. It will take a little time for it to catch on, but once it does, I'm sure there's going to be a boom in business here.
Right. Sumit, what would you like to add to this?
I would definitely agree with Beverly because AI, it is nowadays it is a booming AI. But when I was working in L'Oreal, that kind of machineries or the setup you are talking
Yes.
about, like the machine can recognize your face, skin, and your hairstyle
Correct.
can be suggested from the machine only. So we were used to use same kind of app in L'Oreal 5 years back, but that time AI was not that much booming around the world.
Right.
But yes, this is the future. Even I think in coming future, machineries can also tell the mixing ratio of a color, what kind of color you are going to use on your skin, hair,
True.
what kind of curl pattern you have, what kind of texture on your hair you have. So they can also suggest the color also, they can also suggest the mixing ratio, and if you want to have an idea about the color change, it is a very difficult part of our industry because I'm a core hardcore hairdresser. So the difficult part of our color industry is going when a client's going to change her color from copper to ash, from red to mahogany or mocha or chocolate. So the color changing industry, if the AI coming up with something like that, ki what kind of, it is a very confusing subject.
Yeah.
What kind of color you are going to mix to change your hair color. So if AI can suggest the thing that put this much of this color, this much of this color can change your hair color, what you are having currently, so that will be a great innovation in AI tools, I
Yes,
think.
true.
Absolutely.
True.
Yeah, we need a very customized AI tool for
Approach,
that.
customized
For that.
approach.
But
Correct.
yes, what you're saying is right. Technology is the future. AI is the
Correct.
future, and the faster we adapt to it, the better. But in terms of services, are there some services that you want to pinpoint?
Services recently, Kolkata, not only Kolkata, around everywhere in India, I think it is like the trending services is Botox, nanoplastia, kind of this kind of services are
Yeah.
booming around the India. So I was watching through a video that ki in, I think I was watching a Korean video that Botox or nanoplastia, it is a kind of time consuming service. You are going to take around 3.5 hours to 4 hours, or four, if you have a long length, it is going to take more time.
Longer. Yeah.
So that kind, if that kind of service can, that kind of product, if we get, like, you have to apply it like a spa, just keep it for 10-15 minutes and just wash it and give it a nice blow dry on it, and your hair will be smoother than normal. So this kind of service is coming in future, I think. This kind of product are coming up in India. So
Okay.
this is my
So you're fast tracking texture services.
Time saving.
right.
Yeah.
Time saving, because time is money.
Yeah,
Everyone
time-
knows that
Yes,
time is money.
yes.
Time
So
saving.
in a general span of hair botox treatment of 4 to 5 hours, you provide 3 times more services and cater to
right.
that many clients, right?
And even it can also be a commercial service for the client also, because nowadays I was seeing your videos that people are talking about the offers, people
Yeah.
are talking about the price points, the totally sensitive. India is a
Yes,
very,
very price
price sensitive customers we have. So if we are coming up with this kind of product in a commercial range, if we are getting something in a commercial, then we can also deliver the service also in a commercial, uh, I want to say the
Absolutely.
prices.
Yes.
So the client will be also happy. We will also have some less time in the industry. So that is the analysis I have gone through.
Okay. Over to you, Shakir.
See, percentage of population in India now, or rather Calcutta also, all over India, is youth is there. Youth
Yes.
is more.
Yes.
So those people, they know what they want. They are more educated than earlier, a decade ago.
Yes.
So salon owners and salon management should take care of that and provide them services according to them, what they need.
Okay.
As Sumit and ma'am told, ke other services like nail extension, hair extension, and
Artificial
AI.
services like eyelash extension,
eyelash
eyebrow
extension,
microblading.
eyebrow.
Yeah.
These for that we need to be uptrended. The person who are working in the salon, they should be upskilled.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
They should be knowing those things to cater the customer demands.
Absolutely.
And moreover, AI.
Hmm.
For AI, say you can say virtual reality. As ma'am told, ke she went to Korea and then she saw over there.
I didn't go to Korea. I saw a video in Korea.
So
Yeah. So yeah, you see it on the screen. How
Yeah.
you
we
look,
can see
yeah.
with a VR.
Yes.
It's
yes.
projecting complete yourself.
Yeah.
VR though is now very trending in
Yeah.
gaming, and in gaming
Everywhere,
or you are
everywhere,
exploring
everywhere.
something.
So VR you can make out which look is looking good on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously not with the skin, but with the hair.
Yes.
For skin, AI would be helpful in checking out the skin pattern, what type of skin you have, which facial will be going. These things we can taken care of that through AI and
Uh, but if you're relying so much on technology, where does that place our technical staff? Will the hairdresser or the skin expert still remain the point of contact for the customer? Will the customer rely on their advice?
Obviously, see, because our industry is service based,
Yes,
so no mechanism can take its place.
right.
Yes, definitely, because
You need a
machine only can
personal touch.
suggest.
This is the plus point of our industry.
Yeah.
We need a personal touch for the client.
Right.
AI or mechanism won't help it out.
Yeah, and another thing
it
is
can-
that, just to interrupt you, AI can't gossip
Yeah,
like we do, right?
AI can gossip.
AI can suggest things, but
Yeah.
cannot make things do.
Yeah.
Like the
And
technique,
also
the
it is,
touch.
it
Yeah.
is the technician's job to accept what the AI suggests.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whether it is
Yeah,
relevant
obviously.
or can be done on this client or not.
Until
AI
a
is not
human being
100%
doesn't.
correct.
Sorry.
It is not suggesting 100% correct, I think. We
Yeah.
have to also cross check with the AI suggestions, then we have to provide it.
Yes.
Even ChatGPT says, please do check.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I'll be very honest with you. Taking an example of when we go to an eye doctor, he does look into the machine.
Yeah.
He tells us, okay, this is what your power is like. But he does a second test. Where
Changing
he
the
makes,
glasses,
yes,
changing
which
the
he
glasses.
makes you wear the glasses and changes it. So at the end of the day, no matter how much of AI you use, how much of technology you use, the touch of a human hand on skin, on hair, you can't change that, and you cannot replicate that on technology.
Yes, definitely. AI can ease your work, but cannot do that work.
Work for
It can
you.
be a helping hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
It can
It
be a
can-
helping hand.
yeah.
A huge helping hand
Right.
to cut down the time.
Yeah.
Because experience talks more.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think it's easier to maintain your database and maintain client history when AI is at
Yeah,
hand. But
correct.
ultimately, what service has to be given should be the.
You need a personal touch.
Yes,
Yeah,
you need a personal
true.
touch for that, right? Beverly, you mentioned sustainable and eco-friendly
Eco-friendly
products.
Yeah.
So, is this a trend that we are looking at going forward?
Yes, I would definitely say that. Why I'm saying that is that when I opened my salon about 8.5 years back, the pandemic hit about 9 months or 10 months later.
Right.
Okay. Um, when pandemic hit, we were just building our salon up at that point of time. So there was no work, there were no clients coming in. We were worried, we didn't know what to do at that point of time, whether to continue with the business or whether to close the business. We did not have any idea. So what I did was, online, I would talk to clients and tell them, because they would call me up, my old clients, they would call me up, ma'am, I've got dandruff in my hair, what should I do? Now, I can't go tell them, go out and buy this, go out and buy that. Professional products, they will not be able to use as well as we do.
Yeah.
Normally. Okay. So, what I would tell them is, quickly Google and see, okay, this is what works, this is not what doesn't work. Talk to a couple of doctor friends of mine and see what can work for dandruff. Give them a home remedy. They would do that. Oh, it's gone within 2-3 weeks, it's gone, but it's come back after. But that's natural,
Yeah.
because you're using home remedies, you're not using professional products. Now, what I did was, I went ahead and did a small course, online course, on making my own products at home.
Okay.
Okay, so I started making products at home, and I got into the hang of making only sustainable products. No preservatives, no chemicals in it, just pure plant based.
Okay.
All right. Now, what happened was, when we reopened after the pandemic, of course, normal products and everything we started using and everything, and I had my own products displayed inside. And whenever the customer would ask me, like, what are those products over there? And I would tell them, these are sustainable products which you can use at home. They will not get rid of pigmentation immediately. They will not get rid of your dandruff immediately. But with regular use, yes, you can get rid of, especially for children. When kids, you don't want to use harsh chemicals
yeah.
on kids, you can use these. So it's got very natural products in it. Then the customer started buying them, using them, seeing a lot of difference in them, and then repurchasing. So then what I started doing was, I started getting customers to, my customers were being customized for their skin, for their hair, for their scalp, for underarm darkness, all these things, I was customizing it for them. So not big batches were made,
Yeah.
small little batches were made. So what I see is that even the 1 or 2 customers a day pick up these things, it's actually going in the right direction, because most customers come to me and they'll say, is this good enough for my skin? Will it burn my skin? Will it irritate my skin? Do you have anything more natural? So every customer
So
at the
there
back of their
is-
mind, they
yeah.
do have that. So I think sustainable beauty, sustainable salon treatments are the in thing right now.
Okay.
So
It's
that's
the way
definitely,
forward.
absolutely.
Yeah. Sumit, do you agree?
I completely agree with Beverly, but I have few different point of view
Yes.
seeing this topic, because sustainability is a very dicey topic for me. Because if you are coming up with a sustainable product, you have to come up with a sustainable packaging,
Right.
right?
Correct.
And where you are getting that raw material of a sustainable product, the product is also coming in a plastic
Yeah.
wrapping.
True.
True. So for me, sustainability is not only the sustainability aspect of the products. The sustainability should be also from the packaging also. The you are going, when the end consumer is going to get that product, the sustainable product, eco-friendly product, definitely, but the packaging, where it is going,
Yeah. So the entire supply chain
has to be
sustainable.
systemized.
Right.
That is my point
So
of
the
view.
idea is to reduce the carbon footprint
Right.
by doing this.
Right.
But how about creating a sustainable salon or an eco-friendly salon that provides eco-friendly
Eco-friendly
services?
salon, in my salon, what strategy I have used, that key I have kept a offer that key, if you are planting a tree, uh, get it get it clicked, plant a tree, get it clicked, and send it to me. I'll give you certain percentage of discount. This
Okay.
kind
Oh,
of
that's very nice.
like offers I have run
All
in
right. But
previously.
in terms of making the salon itself sustainable, you think India is going in the right direction?
I don't think.
We have not reached that point yet.
We need more time.
Yeah.
The entire chain system in our salon is completely not built that much of
Yeah.
foundation in sustainable businesses, because we are not educated about the sustainability.
Right.
Like she said ki she has also done a course online to make a sustainable product,
Yeah.
but we also have to understand to make it a complete sustainable, the when the end consumer is throwing the packaging in a dustbin or where it is going ultimately. So the entire system has to be organized, and we have to get educated about that. So if you are getting something from anywhere, from any government organizations or a private organizations, the true sustainability, I would like to definitely uh, try to learn that.
Okay. Great. So you are open to it. What about you, Shakir?
See, as ma'am told, sustainable products.
Yeah.
There are few brands
Right.
who are using sustainable packaging as well.
Yes.
I myself use certain products. The bottle or the packaging, those are all biodegradable.
Okay.
So that problem can be solved. It's not that ki we are missing. We can, but yeah, we are lagging behind.
Yeah, we are not
Yes.
doing it
Yeah.
in those
Yeah,
quantities.
we are lagging
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah.
And for sustainability,
Sustainable materials are pretty costly, I think. Biodegradable materials are, I think, pretty costly, and you cannot package every product in sustainable packaging.
yeah, but few products. That
Few products, right?
Yeah.
The
I got-
care products we can package
yeah,
into it.
according to ma'am, she created a product by herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, she created.
Hmm.
See, she could if she could afford that product packaging, she would go.
Definitely.
Now, I'll give you an idea. What I do is my products are all glass. Okay, so the droppers, glass bottles, and everything.
All the glass bottles.
Now, what I tell my customers is, if you want a refill of this, you come back to me.
Yeah.
Great.
So
This is a
I
very
do
good
not
idea.
have a packaging.
Yeah,
The bottle
don't have a
goes out.
secondary packaging.
No, it's just the bottle which is sealed.
That's smart marketing.
Yeah. So what happens is that I get my bottle back.
Yeah.
All right. I
You
refill it for them. I completely clean the bottle and everything. I refill it with them with their own product, and then they take that back home. When they do that, I give them an off, a certain amount of off for bringing that back to me. So what happens
This is
is
a
that
very good
my
idea.
bottles do not go in the trash,
Right.
and I'm not spending more money on buying more
Told you,
bottles.
smart marketing.
So
Yes.
there you go. So this is how you.
This
we
is
need to
this
move
is
forward.
what we have to learn. This is the thing we have to learn how to.
I think that is where the innovation comes into play.
Yes.
So you
Exactly.
are reusing your own packaging
Correct.
material and also encouraging the customer to participate in the sustainable. But how about making the salon sustainable?
See, Sumit said that we are lagging behind with sustainability.
Yeah.
Ayurveda.
Yes.
What better can be than that?
Yes.
Ayurveda is again coming back in India. Means rather, it's progressing.
Yes.
Slowly, if we use those products, as told you, we are using certain products. We are biodegradable with packaging as well. Chemical free products we are using.
Yeah. But in a salon, it's not just products. You have your interior jewelry.
Interior
Yeah.
Then there are certain
equipments.
services like your hair botox or cysteine, where you use formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde,
So
yeah.
those things you cannot avoid. So what is the way out for that?
See, we in our salon we use only formaldehyde free keratin and botox.
Okay.
It is very dicey actually. We cannot say it is
dicey, but
completely free, but
Percentage is there.
instead of
Obviously, only
right,
percentage is there.
instead
Yeah.
of formaldehyde, they use indirect formaldehyde in it.
Yeah.
But
So-
percentage of formaldehyde is less.
Less,
Yeah.
very less.
Very less. There are now certain products are there. There is no smoke as well.
Yes, true.
Less of
That is
smoke.
what I was saying. Just like a hair spa, if we are coming with that kind of service, ki, like a hair spa, we apply the product, keep it for 10 minutes, give it a wash, and give it a nice blow. Your hair will be
That is
smooth.
also coming. Few products are there.
Yeah.
Few products are there. It's means not as good a result as a botox or a
Botox, right.
keratin, but it's giving you a blowout look.
Yeah.
Right.
You just wash and do a blast dry. It will give you a smooth enough look,
Right.
not a messy one.
But then people in India, especially in India, they like longevity. They like it to last for a
Yes.
longer period of time.
At
So
least
it's
6-7
not-
months.
Yes.
Yes.
So they will even ask you whether they can pull it for another 2 months more. All right. So that's not possible
यहाँ
for
पे
us.
it's like that. इतना पैसा में इतना ही नहीं मिलेगा. इतना पैसा में
Exactly.
इतना चाहिए.
Exactly. That's
But
true.
that's where the customer awareness comes into the picture.
Correct.
If you are telling them that this may last less longer, but you are getting it like it's a green product,
Yes.
it will not harm your health.
It's
That should be the selling point here.
it's completely the relation with the client and the hairstylist.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the way he convinces.
Mindset.
We do have clients
Yeah.
who are using certain products.
Yeah.
ठीक है? We suggested them certain products in our salon only. We got a new product. We suggested them try this out. That's the belief, that's the confidence on me.
Yeah.
The client shows. They went, they are happy.
Right.
So that way we can go green slowly.
Yes. Even
Step
if
by
we
step.
do it
Yes.
like in certain areas.
Yeah.
Correct.
Step by
Yes,
step.
correct.
It has to basically you still have to take baby steps right now.
Yes.
But once the steps are taken, you'll be able to start walking.
Yes, in my opinion, that ki in care and wellness sector, sustainability can be made. But if you see the Lakme Fashion Week, the high fashion trend,
Yeah.
sustainability is very difficult to make. I think the colors, the makeup products, and the hair styling products and all.
Yeah,
In
well,
that area-
it shows you have to
Close your eyes.
Stick to tradition. And maybe technology will come to our rescue in that
That's-
area
yeah.
very soon. However, what works in the industry's favor is that overall the beauty or the salon industry does not have that bad carbon print.
Yes.
Right.
So we still have time to make things better.
So many
Now-
brands are also working on it. Because
Yes.
I was in the
Yes,
L'Oreal.
they
Na,
are,
L'Oreal are very very ethical about this carbon print.
Yes.
I
they
went
are.
to their factory in Pune. They have 2 factories right now in Uttarakhand and one in Pune.
Right.
So they have a complete cycle of recycling the bottles, products. They are getting back it from the market. They recycle it.
L'Oreal is giving offers to the salon. Give us the tubes.
Give back. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a good
The
initiative.
recycling
Yes.
thing, absolutely. So very quickly, if you were to make one thing in your salon green, what would it be?
See, green. We can use very few things are there that we can go green
Right.
because we are only working with chemicals.
No, I'm not talking about products. I'm talking about the salon per se.
Salon interior.
Yeah, interiors or the way your furniture.
Promote the
way
greenery.
things promote eco-friendliness. For instance, replace all your lights with
Bags
LED.
we can give.
Bags,
Eco-friendly bags.
Eco-friendly bags we can give. We can give paper bags, which that can be
Biodegradable plastics.
biodegradable
Right.
plastics, and using for towels. Towels we can do a dry wash type. So
Right. So
using
not
less
use
of water.
disposable is what you're saying?
Yeah, disposable, not
But
disposable.
biodegradable disposable materials
Okay.
can be used, and I think nowadays the plastics are made from the stretches, corn stretches. So
Yeah.
that kind of bags we can
Bags.
provide to the clients.
Right.
So
So like small changes that
small
we
small
can do.
changes we can do.
Dryers. Earlier dryers to who. Now
Yeah.
we can have a less noisy dryer.
Yeah.
BLDC motor.
Yeah.
Right.
that can be a helpful.
Right. Beverly, is something you want to add?
Yeah, for me, I've actually got rid of paper.
Okay.
Okay, paper in the sense like a lot of salons put up a lot of photographs and stuff and all that
Yeah.
on their salons, and I got a person who would actually draw. Okay, so I replaced photographs and prints on the screens. That was one that I did. Second, paperless. No more billing.
Yeah.
Everything is online.
Yeah.
No more billings. The next thing was when the customer would come. All right, we would have cloth bags. Cloth bags with little string, which they could actually take back and use as well.
Yeah.
So we had that made from one lady, like below poverty line. They would sit and they would make these things, and we would buy them.
So
for,
you are also creating employments.
so yeah, in
Indirectly.
a way, indirectly, in a
Indirectly.
way, they do this on a regular basis for other people. But what we did was they make the bigger bags. We told them, you do it for us to make the smaller bags, so they can, So now our customers were so happy with the fact that they get these little, these little colorful
Handy-
little
handy
bags.
bags.
Yeah. So they're quite happy with that. And whenever they come back and all, and I see them, they still got that. They've got a little money and change and stuff and all that. So these are the little things the changes that I have made to completely. Another thing that I have done is reusable. Like instead of using those cloths or the disposable cloths or even normal stuff, I would use reusable ones. Like you can use them about 5 or 6 times, like these huge big puffs which you can dip in water, clean, then disinfect, and then you use them again. So we ask the customers, are you okay with using these? Because not everyone is
Yeah.
happy
Yeah.
about using
Yeah.
this. So we ask them, are you happy or are you comfortable with me using the reusable ones? Because they're completely disinfected and everything. So some of them say yes, some of them say no. So it's entirely up to the customer. So once they are comfortable, we go ahead and use it. If they are not, we do have the disposables ready.
To go green, both of us, we and the clients, both have to go hand in
Both
hand.
have to go hand in hand.
Absolutely.
You cannot
Very
force
well
it.
said,
You
yes.
cannot force it on the customer because
Yeah.
someone might not want what you want.
Yes.
So it'll take some time. So when one customer sees the other customer, yeah, I'm okay with it, and the other one says, no, I need disposable. The next time she might think, no, I'll go with the disposable one. Like, I'm throwing away stuff.
Yeah.
So that mindset will change because maybe she'll see another customer or he'll see another customer doing it. So these little baby steps are the steps that you take to make a bigger impact, I think.
Absolutely. Beverly, in your first answer, you mentioned the artificial extensions that people are into right now.
Yeah.
Another growth area is aesthetic beauty.
Yes.
Yeah. So we see salon treading the line of what earlier was only something that dermatologists would do.
Right.
So how much are you on
Board. On board with this particular
Yes,
thing.
yes.
Aesthetics, see, I would rather leave aesthetics to a professional. All right. If a professional like a dermat
Yeah.
is actually going ahead and giving courses to the employees, or if they're undergoing rigorous training, I'm all for it. But a lot of people, they're seeing on YouTube. All right, they are looking on Instagram. All right, and they think they can inject Botox because you're getting it freely online.
Yes.
You are getting it freely online. You go on and you will get it freely online. But the thing is that, what if something goes wrong?
Yeah.
So aesthetics, I think, would be best left to the professionals so that nothing goes wrong. At the end of the day, if you care enough for your customer, you will not mess them up. So that's my take on it.
Right. So
From my point of view, the aesthetic industry is divided into two parts. One is invasive, second is non-invasive. So invasive is completely done by the professionals, dermats. But the non-invasive treatments, definitely a person can do, but after the right training from a professional dermat. In my salon, from last 1 year, my 3 members are going through our training sessions. Recently, 1 or 2 months back, we have launched some aesthetic services.
Yeah.
But we are preparing from last 1 year. They are undergoing from a training.
Okay.
I have hired a dermat for them. She is giving training to them all the aesthetic treatments like Dr. Pen, lip colors, like microblading, chemical peels. These are the non-invasive treatments.
Yeah.
We are not injecting something. We are just doing it superficially. So these things can be business for next future,
Yeah.
because with the facials and all, you cannot hold the clients for so many long time.
Yeah.
So we have to, I think the industry is moving to the aesthetic services in the salon. So that is why, but वो क्या है ना कि फाउंडेशन स्ट्रॉन्ग करके फिर इसमें उतरना है, बट इट इज़ वेरी रिस्की. दैट जस्ट आई एम कम्प्लीटली एग्री विद ब्रेवली. इट्स टू रिस्की. अगर गलत जगह बोटॉक्स इंजेक्ट कर दिया, मुंह टेढ़ा हो जाएगा, कुछ हो जाएगा, तो वो बहुत गलत हो जाएगा.
And it is illegal.
And
It
it
is
is
illegal.
illegal.
It is illegal, right?
So that's
Your
another-
career will be
Yeah.
on stake.
Yes.
Your career, your salon.
Your salon.
Career is where you can work. Okay, I won't do aesthetic, but salon would be on this.
With the right what to say, training and the guidance, you can do non-invasive
So
treatments.
Shakir,
Yeah.
do you agree with him that aesthetic beauty is a requirement now for the customers?
It's a requirement, but again, aesthetic beauty or means by inner feeling shouldn't go without any proper training.
Training, right?
That I agree with both of them. Now we are getting those hydrofacials.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that can be a booster. If we are starting with this, we have started that a couple of years back, rather post-COVID.
Yeah.
We have started with a hydrofacial in the salon. Now I had a word with one dermat we have in our salon building only
Okay.
for further training of the beautician.
Right.
But we need to get beautician of that caliber.
Yeah.
Yes.
You need like
Right.
cosmetologist.
You have to
Yeah.
select
Correct.
the right
Yeah,
beautician who
right.
can take those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need that caliber of beautician of that caliber, because
Also, from a commercial point of view, does it make sense for salons to invest in a separate line of services under aesthetic beauty? Because these devices are very expensive.
Right.
Yes.
So, in terms of investment, does it make sense?
devices are expensive. Apart from that, see, you can buy the device.
Yeah.
You have funds, you can buy the device. You will be having it. The person who you are training,
Hmm.
that's a big factor.
Right.
You train them, they are working for you few years, then
And then they're
tata bye
gone.
bye.
Yeah.
That's a-
And then you
that's-
train another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a very big issue.
Right.
So,
Because still you
That
find the
that
right
is why I
person.
said ki you have to choose the right people for it.
yeah, see,
No matter
even,
how
even,
right.
even right people can become wrong.
Yes.
Right people, in the sense, if you're doing a business with your family members are associated with you, like your sister, your cousins,
Yeah.
so we can process with them.
And if someone
They-
you know that will stay with you, you
that-
can do
yes.
that. But that is the main reason why I said I would leave it to the professionals, because you know that particular professional is not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
going to be there.
Right.
But with us, today we have one, tomorrow we do not. What do you tell your customers who have been coming so long to you?
Right.
So this is going to take a lot of time to catch up. If you have a salon which has a section dedicated,
A set of
Right.
people like that.
Correct.
Then
I know few
With-
salons
yeah.
who have a dedicated team for aesthetic, invasive, non-invasive, both.
Yeah.
They have a different shop or different places.
Yeah. Just
They
the
have
brand name
set
is the
up
same.
same brand name with the
Yeah.
same brand
and
name.
if it is invasive, then they have a dermatologist.
Correct.
There are so many licensing process if you are doing, if you are going to do a invasive
Yes.
services. So they can also take care. The professional also can they get that clearance easily.
correct.
Right.
You cannot go and just ask for the license. Give me the license. Government will not
True.
give you.
Yeah.
If you are associating with a person,
a lot of background check would be there by the government.
right?
Yes,
to provide
definitely.
that.
So this whole trend of aesthetic beauty, like salons providing these services, somewhere also started because salon owners felt that they were losing out clients to dermatologists. Like after a point, brides wouldn't come in for your regular facials; they wanted medifacials,
Yeah.
and then they
Right,
started
right,
moving
right.
into the dermatologist zone. So, do you agree that there is this sort of trend where you might lose a client if she is demanding something extra?
Um, See, where I'm concerned, whenever I've had customers, especially brides, I tell them, you come to me 6 months before your wedding,
Absolutely.
and I take that 6 months every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, and I do a facial,
Build
Groom
or
up.
them
I
accordingly.
build it
Yeah.
up and I groom.
Yeah.
But if a particular person comes to me with black marks, pigmentation and stuff and all that, that I know for a fact that I will not be able to change it, I will tell them, please go and see a dermat.
Right.
Because I know I'm not going to, there's no point in taking money from that person, and there's no point of giving them any false hope. So you go to a dermat then. If there is any kind of other pigmentation apart from black, if there's like, that other marks and stuff which come up on, particularly in middle-aged women, those marks, I know I'm not going to be able to do that with a simple
The normal cosmetics.
cosmetics.
Right.
They need to go and see a dermat for that. So that's where I draw my line. I'll give them the 6 months, and I know that okay, I'll be able to fix whatever they have on their face for those next 6 months if they are regular.
Yeah.
If they are not regular, that's a different story altogether. I know you very well. They will tell you they will come for the next 6 months. They will come for once, and then they will come at the end of it when
End
they
of
are
it.
about to do that.
Yeah.
So
It is
that is
happening
what
everywhere.
everywhere. So that is the normal thing.
Yeah.
So if I can fix it, well and good. If I cannot fix it, you go to a derm. I'm not going to even suggest a derm to you. You look it up and you go and find a derm, and you go ahead and get the treatment done. So
Right.
that is my take on it. I'll be very honest with you because I don't want to take a risk where that is concerned.
That's being true with the client.
Yes.
Yes.
And I am like that. With my clients, I am very true, and I'm tell them straight up. You do not make a mistake, because tomorrow you can't come back to me and tell me that I gave you a false promise and I did not follow up on that.
Yeah.
So that's where my trust is built also, and I know that that person will come back to me because I've done something good on their face. So
Just like a trichologist, people are going to the trichologist for getting their bald area covered with the hair.
Yeah.
We are also doing a hair fall treatment in the salon.
Yes.
But we know the line
yes.
till when, till where we
Till
can
where.
work on.
Yeah.
If we are seeing that kid is not going to come back from the products we are using in the salon, we definitely suggest them
them.
the trichologist.
Because yeah, the causes could be different.
Correct.
Something that has to be treated.
Our
differently.
products also have some limitations that we know,
Right.
Yes. Yes.
and we have to understand, we have to accept that it is nothing wrong accepting that ki our salon products which we are using in the salon,
Yes.
that has some limitations.
We can prolong the baldness, but we can't prevent the baldness.
Yes.
Right.
So to prevent dermat, tricho, they are only needed.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, now let's get back to safe territory. Let's go back to salons. So we started off discussing new services and innovations, and all three of you gave some really good ideas. All the services that you introduce are reflected in your service menu, right? So when is the right time for a salon to revamp their service menu?
For me, I would say, talking from a personal point of view, if you want to revamp a salon, you give it 2 years first. You give it 2 years because that's the time you build your client base. All right. Once you build your client base, you know that the client knows what she or he is getting from your salon at that point of time. After 2 years, you start introducing one at a time. Not a whole lot. Don't change your whole thing. Start
right.
introducing one at a time. See if it actually
Give it a
catches.
transition period.
Yes,
The transition.
and the client also needs to accept that. So what happens is that, say I introduce something new to my client, and the client has the old option there, but the new option is also there, and I can tell them and I can give them the information that this is the new option that you are getting from me at the moment also. Why don't you try it out? You try that out. If it works for the customer, they go ahead and they start using that, and then you can keep on telling them, okay, you can carry on and get rid of the old one. But if it doesn't work for the client, if it doesn't help the client originally, like how she wants, what she wants, then she would want to revert back to her old. So that's when you know that, okay, your client, some of your clients want this, some of your clients want that. You have to have a balance between the two. That's when you know, okay, revamping means I'll have to have a certain amount of old and a certain amount of old. You can never revamp your entire salon as a whole.
Just like
It
a
will
restaurant,
never.
you cannot change the whole
Whole
menu.
menu. Yes. So you cannot change. You can change
Your
a certain part.
basic idli vada dosa has
Yeah,
to
Has to be
be
there,
there.
and around that, what you need extra, you can
Extra
have that.
toppings,
Lal
extra.
chutney,
Yes.
chutney.
So
Yeah.
basically, that is what you I would suggest for a person to do, or for an owner to do, is for revamping. You have to have the old with the new. You cannot completely revamp.
So you
True,
agree
true,
with
true.
that?
Did the same.
Ah,
Did the same.
Okay, you did it.
Overnight, you cannot change the entire thing because
Yeah.
acceptability and the like if you are going to give the service, that kind of service, revamping a whole menu, it's like your employees or your staffs has to be like trained that
Yes.
way, na?
Yes.
You cannot also provide the
Training is-
overnight, you cannot
True.
change the things.
Absolutely. Especially if you have a chain of salons, it becomes all the more
All the
difficult,
more difficult.
to have that uniformity.
It is like something, sometimes you have to go with the flow or sometimes you have to go against the flow.
Yes.
So it is like that.
But what about all these fads that come in? Like right now, Korean hair spa is like the thing.
Korean glass
Yes.
skin
Yeah.
facials and all.
And in hair, like every time you open Instagram, some or the other salon is offering Korean hair spa, and it looks so fancy that
Yes.
people want to
I
do
think
it.
few chemicals are banned in India. We cannot get those products. Korea is having some different laws, different criterias
Yes.
for their own sectors.
Yes.
And in India, story is completely different. We have some banned chemicals in India.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
cannot use them.
Yes.
So it is a
Obviously.
it is a big problem for us.
No, and also another thing is, see, customers are no fool right now. They look up on Instagram, they look up on everything, and they try to see what is best for them. Number two is influencers, because influencers promote it so
Yes,
much.
exactly.
They
They
want
are getting paid. What they?
Not
It's like
only
their
the-
bread and butter.
Yeah.
What will they do?
No, but then what's happening is, who's lapping it up is the common folk.
Yes,
Okay.
your customer.
Your customers are
Yeah.
coming. So when they walk into your salon, they already know in their mind what they want.
Yes.
They already say, oh, but I want this. Do you have that? The first thing that and you say, no, I haven't got that because we are not allowed to have that or something like that. Then I'll have to look for something, and they walk out.
Yeah.
Okay, they will walk out. They will not give you another option at that point of time. So what happens is that now, like I said before, you have to have a certain amount when you revamp the old and the new. So if you can get something which is trending in the market, get it, because it is going to work, especially with the younger generation. The older generation are still old fashioned. They would
Old-fashioned.
still want to go back to their old products and all that. They love their L'Oreal and they love their Vela and
Vela,
all that.
right.
So they love to just stick to their old products. But the newer generation, they want to go ahead and experiment.
Yeah.
They love experimenting with color, with hair
Right.
spas. They want to look flawless at every moment because they're always on their phones.
Artificial
So,
services like
yes.
eyelashes, nails.
Yes.
Young generation are more into it.
more
and
into
they love
it.
everything that begins with a K.
Okay, absolutely,
Can sell them
absolutely.
everything with
Yeah,
a
me
K.
too.
And one more point I want to add, just you are saying ki Korean that
Hair
those
spa,
then
yeah.
Hair spas.
Korean people, their kind of skin we are not having.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those kind of product
Hair
we
as-
cannot use.
Hair as well.
Hair as well,
As
If we
definitely.
use them, we will not get those results.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That
Hair.
geographical
Yeah.
area, like their
weather and
climates and the
everything, yeah.
weather, it's not like India. So much like pollutions are not there. kind
That's where education comes in.
Even
That's
Korean people, curly hair would be not much as frizzy as our straight hair or wavy
Yes.
hair.
Yeah.
of. They
Yes.
are
So
maximum.
their
They
hair
have
is by
straight
natural-
hairs. Straight
Yeah, yeah.
hairs.
Straight.
Naturally straight
Naturally
hairs.
straight hair. Why I told you, even the people who are having curly hair over there, they won't be having as messy as our wavy hair over here.
Right.
They want to
Those
get
products could
curly.
work.
We want to get straight.
Yeah. But ultimately, all of us want frizz-free hair.
Right.
Yes,
No matter
absolutely.
what
At the end of the
texture.
day, true.
Yes. All right. So to wind up this session, I want to throw a rapid-fire sort of a question at you. If there was one service that you could add in your salon tomorrow itself, given that everything is in place, what would it be? Something that would be eco-friendly, something that would give you good margins, and something that you know your customers would
I
love.
know the answer for
Yes,
myself.
let's start with you. Let these two think.
Should go up.
Henna.
अच्छा सस्ता दिखाओ. Why henna? Why?
Actually, in our salon industry, this is my point of view. I don't know you both will be on the same platform with me or not. Henna, it is a very sustainable product.
Yes.
When now in salon industry we have some restrictions on henna coated hair, we cannot perform so many services.
Yeah.
Because henna has a certain coating on the hair, but it make actually the if you see the authentic henna, it makes the hair healthier. Even L'Oreal also has some henna extract product, not in India, in abroad.
Okay.
So if the henna comes on in trend, I would be very happy. It will be a green
Chemical free though.
chemical free though,
Yes.
definitely.
The
Because
original
whatever
one
comes-
that-
Original one.
Exactly.
Original one, the
Unless
organic
you
henna.
don't. Correct.
Organic.
The henna tree also be got promoted. वो भी लगाने का मौका मिलेगा. अभी तो देखने को ही नहीं मिलता है the henna tree.
Yeah.
If you मेहंदी tree जो अभी रहता था,
Yeah.
तो it's not like. So
That's a very interesting perspective, Beverly.
For me, I think Ayurveda.
Yeah.
Since I'm already in that line of using oils which are cold pressed extracted oils and all that. I think introducing the proper Ayurveda in my salon would be like, especially for older women who middle-aged women who suffer from knee pain and wrist pain. Even nowadays the youngsters come with a lot of spondylitis, with a lot of
Yeah, long
pain,
hours at the desk,
long
yeah.
hours at the desk and stuff and all that.
Stress
And
points.
they're always asking you, can I have a spa? You know why they take the spa? Because mainly for the massage.
Yeah.
It's not for the spa alone. They always come and they'll always tell you, can I have the massage a little longer?
That's the major part.
for the
major-
quick relax.
for the
Yeah.
quick relaxation. So if I can introduce Ayurveda into mine, that means that massage comes in it, okay, that relaxation, that heat provided, the stones provided, that is something that I would love to start in my, that immediately. If someone could tell me like, start tomorrow, I'm getting everything for you, I'll do it immediately. So that's mine.
Fantastic.
In,
I'll give that
In
feedback.
Kerala, I have seen this kind of. In Kerala, I went to Kerala last year. This kind of what
It's
you are
full
very-
over there, yeah.
Full over
Yeah.
there
It's full over there.
in Kerala. Lots of essential oils, lots of massage services
Correct.
Yeah.
are there.
Yeah.
Yes, Shakir, what's your dream treatment that you want to introduce?
As you said, people need antifreeze hair.
Yes.
Any service which could give you instant antifreeze hair with a bit of longevity, not like a blow dry or hair spa,
Yeah.
and not even like a straightening. In between.
I'll be the first one to go there then.
In between.
Right. And at the same time be eco-friendly.
I have seen people, they are not actually in 100 of the clients, they are not happy in between. You cannot like, हम लोग जब करते हैं ना botox, it will straight up your hair up to 50%.
Yes.
People are not happy.
You know when they will be happy for this midway solution? When you give them that solution for the price of a blow dry.
Right.
And then they
That-
will like,
that was
now
I was
this
saying,
will
na ki-
last 15 days, 50
Yeah.
days,
Correct.
then they will be happy.
That's true.
Yeah.
When people are spending more than 3,000 or 4,000 rupees in your salon, they want their hair straight. That psychology works in the clients.
They want to become Rapunzel for the rest of
For
their
life.
life. Straight.
एक बार करवाओ and then after that for the rest of your life it's like done.
That goes with the people. People get a straightening done, but
Yeah.
they don't follow with
Follow up.
treatment,
Post-care.
Yes.
post-treatment,
Post-
sun care, post-treatment care. They don't follow up.
Yeah.
Their hair becomes brittle, dry.
And then the
Better.
next time you get a phone call and
Yeah,
your work wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did not do a good job, and then my hair's like this. But when we go back to our CRM tools and you see that, oh, but she didn't take the shampoo, but she hasn't bought the shampoo and conditioner, and then you know, okay, this is the reason why the hair is like that.
Yeah.
But no one will take responsibility for that. We've got to take that responsibility, right?
Yeah.
We
So
will.
at the end of the day, that's what happens.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much for this wonderful conversation. So many new ideas coming around. Lot to take back to my team actually. Thank you for that. It was great having you here. And
you so
with that, we conclude this final session of Salon Management Conference Roundtable Kolkata. See you next year.